Hi, this is Andreas Moritz, and today I would like to discuss a question that I'm hearing very often, and it goes like that. What do I do to say no to someone without hurting them? And I can tell you that you don't hurt other people. People hurt themselves. If someone feels offended by what you're saying to them, and if you deny them a request that they have of you, or if they have an expectation of you, then it is actually in their best interest that you say no to them. Because fulfilling other people's expectations is leaving them in a state of insecurity and inability and weakness and inadequacy. So in some ways you're helping them by telling them no in a kind and natural manner when certain things are not in their best interest or in your best interest, so that they can move on in their own lives. Because many people rely on other people, they're trying to get help and assistance, and they are basically denying their own capacity or ability to help themselves. So they are expecting that other people do the job for them. And this is not in their best interest. It leaves them in that state where they are constantly looking for outside help in order to live their lives. And they are stuck. They cannot move on. They will become angry or depressed or anxious because they are constantly insecure, and you're not confident about what they're doing in their own lives. So it's important that we exercise that right and that ability to say no to someone who has a particular expectation of you, or who wants you to do something but you don't feel like doing it. And if you don't feel like doing something, then it is important for you, in order to improve your own self-confidence and self-worthiness, to say no to that person. And you don't have to argue, like coming up with all kinds of reasons why you don't want to do what they expect you to do, but to express your feelings about it. And that is a much, much better and efficient way without causing them to feel hurt because of what you're saying, simply by expressing, oh, I don't feel like going out tonight with you to that restaurant. I just don't feel like it. You don't have to come up with reasons. If they ask you why do you have that feeling, it's just something in me that I don't want to do it. And if they don't respect your feelings, then they have something to learn from that. And it's not your responsibility to fix that for them. It is their business. And don't make it your business. Because if you make it your business, you will become resentful by saying yes when you really feel no. And so it will create a conflict situation between you and them. And that is eventually leading to a breakdown of some sort, either within yourself, where you feel so stressed of you being in that relationship, and the other person also feels stressed being in that relationship because it's not clear. There is a lying going on, a dishonesty going on, that will push their buttons, and then you feel resentful for doing something you don't really want to do because you didn't have the courage to say no in a nice and kind manner. It is important for each one of us to honor our feelings. If we don't honor our feelings, we will end up becoming very angry individuals. And once we have suppressed our own anger because we are afraid that the other person may judge us, then it will become a form of depression. And that is much more difficult to come out without becoming angry first. Depression has to be released through anger, and then anger, when it's being surfacing into our awareness, then that allows us to become aware of why we are angry, and then that may give us the opportunity to have a different response to our environment and the expectations from other people. But it's hard then to sort of take yourself out of that quicksand, because it is a quicksand. Once there's depression, it's you feel like you're stuck and you cannot have the energy and the drive and the courage to pull yourself out of it. So I would encourage you to always be aware of your reactions when you feel intimidated, criticized, and you don't have the courage to say no to someone, and you oblige to them, and you're basically giving up your rights for being yourself and following your own feelings and desires, just doing it so that you please them, so that they don't judge you, or so that they love you back. That is a very, very common reason why we don't dare say no to someone else. But once you have practiced that a little bit and said, so I follow my feelings here, this is how I feel, and I don't know why I feel this way, I just have to follow my feelings, then there is no point of attack possible from the other person, because if they don't honor your feelings, then they have a problem. They have a closed heart. They don't honor someone and respect someone else. So it's better for that relationship not to be there, at least for that time being. And if they get angry, you can always say, sorry, I don't need to hear this right now. And if you feel better anytime soon, please, let's get back together. And then let's talk about it. But at the moment, it's obvious that you're feeling not very happy. And once you feel better, then we can talk about it. But there's always a way out of you're never ever obligated to say yes to someone when you actually feel I don't want to do something here. And that's important for your self-evolution, your self-growth, your self-respect, your self-esteem, and your self-love. Accepting yourself the way you are. You're allowed to have any feelings in the world. There's nothing wrong with any kind of feelings, if they are negative or positive. There's a need for you to respect these. If you have made a mistake, then that's absolutely fine. You don't have to judge that. You can accept these mistakes, and you can learn from them, if you will. But it's important not to put yourself down or let other people trample on you if you have made these mistakes. And you can say kindly and gently, say no to them, and that avoids any kind of conflict situation between the two of you. If that person is unhappy about it, it's their unhappiness, it's nothing to do with you, it's none of your business how they react to you. It is only your business how you react to them. And you can always take the safe route, say no, and then if necessary walk away until they are feeling better, and then you can reapproach them. So I hope this gives you some clues on how to deal with the need for saying sometimes yes and sometimes no. No is just as important as saying yes. If there is no anger towards yourself inside you, then doesn't matter what anyone does to you, you cannot have anger towards that person. There can only be fire coming out of you if there's fire already inside of you.